Hello! Welcome to Jadekind Video Gaming. I am Adam, here with the 9th video in the Dungeon Siege Let's Play. Last time we just carried on through the Wesrin Cross, getting to the back of this giant room, and I said I was going to organize the inventory a bit beforehand, and pretty much I gathered us all up in front of this door that could exit if we don't want to explore more. Pause the game, because as long as your guys are close enough to each other, they can change equipment while it's paused. You can see a variety of things hovering in midair. I've not unpaused it yet, and I actually haven't equipped the new stuff. So first, for our main guy, Adam, who uses nature magic here. Various, some of them I think might have gotten an extra spell here. But anyways, I have this brilliant cruel staff that adds 7 to armor, 15 to health, 26 to mana, and 1 to ranged skill. Which, whatever, later on, when it's no longer very useful, it can just be used as a melee weapon. That because I believe even if it's not like in use, obviously, it's going to add that, so it can be put on one of our archers once their intelligence is ready and our casters no longer need it. But essentially, whatever, I can throw it here on him and throw this to our other magic user who doesn't have quite as much intelligence. And so that does things now like adding 7 to armor, 15 to health, 26 to mana. I'm going to pick that up and make sure that that's the actively equipped one. So that's all I really found for him. Here on Eulora, she ended up with a few spells just sort of in storage here, and her bow's been doing 7 to 12 at 12 meters. I can do 10 to 16 by cutting off 2 meters, and I think I want to. So a little more damage would be useful. Here on Bjorn, who's been up at the front of that combat for quite a while here, I actually have, I can increase his defense by 5 here. By an extra 2 here, and by an extra 4 with his hat. Let's see. I'm looking at that. I think it'll update here, because currently melee damage is 26 to 32. Okay, so even though it brings my melee skill down by 1, it is better to use this blade because it has an extra 9 on the top end of the damage. I can get an extra 2 defense, but I like the magical ability that I just receive 5% less damage on here. Okay, on Naidi, she has a cap that does defense 1. I can upgrade that to 2. She doesn't have any gloves, so there. And she has defense 11 there. I can upgrade that to 13. So those are a few little things. She has 19 to 21 and plus 4% chance to inflict a piercing hit, which I believe is, if I remember, it's like goes through 19 to 21 to 19 to 29 and 2 extra meters. I wonder. Dexterity 12. Dexterity 13. I'm going to say, if I could pass this down, then that would be worth it. I might just sort of keep this sort of in waiting, and perhaps once Eulora's dexterity increases, she might get this magic one and give this bow here. But for now, I'm going to keep the magic bow. Of course, the staff, I can now put on him, since I'm no longer using it, for Adam. And I can upgrade the defense by 3 there, and he too was not wearing gloves. Of course, there's lots of stuff still on flare, so we do have some extra areas to hold stuff. And if I unpause the game, you'll see all of this stuff that's just sort of sitting here. Does the names come up if I go? don't know, maybe there's just too much stuff in there. But anyways, yeah, lots of stuff there. And if I pop on over to him, I believe transmute. Transmutes objects on the ground into gold with some loss in value. Move the pointer over an item and press the cast button. See by default. Potions and spells cannot be transmuted. So let's put that on him. And I don't know if I had any potions or spells on the ground, but I'm just going to go through and turn all this stuff that I can easily see right here into gold. Oh, that's a rock. Not much space. Let's have him pick up all that gold. So, again, I could just go through this door, but why miss out on the adventure of clearing spider monsters? Right quick, let's make sure that they... Nope, they do not all have what they need. He still has transmute. Okay. Why are things falling to the ground and not giving me labels? Oh, this tag right here adds or removes labels. I forgot about that. I was like, I knew there's a way. It's right there, and it's something that I could accidentally click, and apparently did. Right at the very least, right here in the center of the room. I think my habit has usually been to clear around the outside. Here. That is... Okay, it's 3 dark mucosa and 1 regular mucosa. And spiders. Oi. Get out of there, Flare. Rest of you should probably do some fighting. He's dead. Dead. That's what happens when they die as opposed to go unconscious. Alright, everyone, run away! Alright, which one? That one right there is... Alright, him right here. Kill the weakened one. We can pause the game as we need. I'm gonna die soon. Alright, let's see. Now this one. Let's get rid of some of these spiders. Let's run it. Getting away, getting away. I will come back and resurrect the dude, but... Okay, he's pretty weak. Okay, one of them down. Ooh, an amulet! I don't believe I've gotten one of those. Okay, amulet. Which he automatically equipped. Adds 1 to range. Let's throw that over here. It's like that is an area that I believe everyone pretty much just has empty. Okay, let's see what we can find over here. Any more of them that stayed around the corpse. It's a great time to turn off those labels. Select Adam. Resurrect. Grants the power to raise the dead. Mana dependent on power of target. Requires nature magic level 4. Or can be used by the scrolls that at least one person has. So he is dead. And I guess probably hover over and press that C button. He raises from the dead, switch over to healing to heal him. And we'll heal Flare while we're at it, and then switch Zap back for that. Pause, over to Zed, and have Zed alone pick up all of his stuff. He equips some of it wrong, but not all of it. Of course, all the spells are exactly where they were, because it wasn't the spells that dropped, it was the spell book that dropped. Alright, that should be good. And we have him back by resurrecting him. Yay, magic. Alright, anything else left back behind over here? Some spiders. Whoa! Obviously it was because they were just, like, on that same sprite area. But damn, that was scary as they, like, just multiplied in mass. Because they were all, like, on the same spot. It looked like there was 3 of them. And then it was like, no, there's 20. And that's just a very spider-like thing to do. Yeah, I switch over to the acid gas when there's huge numbers right next to each other. I think it does a little area of effect damage. I got that amulet, and I feel like that amulet was like the primary reason that made the rest of this room worth it. Because it's just something you don't really have at this point in the game, and so getting one. Lots of spiders still. Oh, there's something in this. There's a room right here too. I'm sitting here trying to remember, like, what else is in here other than just monsters en masse. There's a room right here. Actually, from the outside of it. From the outside. Lots of skeletons, an armor stand, and a chest. I don't know if it's worth it, but I know I'm gonna do it. Because I'm starting to think, I'm like, I might not clear out the entirety of this room. This does not feel like a clear out every single monster everywhere kind of thing. And I have done those on this game. Oh, see, this time he went unconscious. That's not so bad. Unconscious, he'll be back. I can even just switch over to healing and get him back to normal with two casts. Oh, those skeletons started coming out. I'm sitting here like, I feel like they should attack a little bit better. They're currently set for attack commands to defend, only fights back. You can set it where even if they're attacked, they don't. I'm gonna switch it over to attack freely for a little bit and see if they get upset. If I get upset with them for that, let's see. but I will have them hold their ground. So they're going to attack anything pretty much within their range, but not... so in other words, if I'm not telling them attack, they don't just stop and sit there because they personally are not attacked. But I'm going to tell them, don't go moving around to get them, not even just close by. Currently they're targeting the closest. They could target strongest or weakest. Can I set... I think I can set that different for different ones. Alright, can't I tell him target closest and maybe all of them target weakest, and then if I select them all, yeah. So I can have different guys attacking different ones, and like obviously if I have a spell that does, and I don't know if there are any, but like if I had something that maybe did like percentage damage, I could have it attack the strongest. But this way, you know, essentially attack weakest, I believe, is the finish off the guys that are already injured. Ooh. For also, Bjorn, he cannot hold ground. He has to have the whatever stay in the vicinity. Because otherwise he just doesn't do anything if they're not like right up next to him. Obviously we can use these fountains. Although it's whatever whoever's closest does. Ooh, there's a lever. Ooh, another amulet. Let's see, totally worthwhile that we weren't here. What does this amulet do? 20 to mana. Yeah, we'll let him have that. And what does the lever do? It creates spiders. Lever creates spiders. Hate you, Lever. Very so weak spiders. And it locked the door on us, too. That lever was a trap. And now if I let him just sit there, I don't even have to click on him. They will attack as he gets close enough to do so, and our melee guy will kind of run the course. I think I'm going to go back on this side. I think I'm more or less done in here. I think those amulets, that the two places here in the middle of the room where the bulk of what the worthwhile thing is, I think there's just a whole nother row of enemies on the right side of the room, just like there was last video in the left side of the room. If anything notices me as I go across, I mean, I'll kill it, but otherwise I think, for the most part, whatever, I got what I needed to out of here. There's more guys there. Okay, I was like, I said last time, I didn't know if there was a boss in this room, and there wasn't. There was a bit of a glowy guy, but I said if there wasn't, then it was in the next room. Giant spider. Giant spider's our boss here. We have a giant spider. But most likely, if I just keep hitting my potion buttons, and just sort of let them go at it, they'll probably just take care of it and it'll be fine. I do want to check. Yes, he does have plenty of potions. Want to keep all of them selected so they will all use potions as needed. I see he's like half off already. Yeah, no problem. He's going away. It just takes a little bit. Uses some potions. And I have giant spider. Still, very cool. The bosses in here can be really cool like that. So not particularly difficult, but yeah, I do definitely have to say, a cool thing to have. Who can hold it? Anyone? You can. It's like, I want to make sure I know who has it so I can look at it. Defense 11, 17 to health. Oh. Well, he's still... I probably could have replaced that last time. Because that was defense 10, 5 to health. I think he can... throw this on the ground for a moment. Oh, he doesn't have enough. He's still a little bit away from that. Well, I might be better off with something of higher defense. For right now, whatever. Pick everything up. Carry on. And I think right now you're supposed to hear those birds. Like I was saying last episode, there's that spot where it kind of glitched and I could hear the birds. And this one, you can tell, almost certainly goes up. Technically, I guess we don't know. It could go down in there, but I know it goes up. I can hear birds. Birds means we're going up. We just had a boss fight. Time to go up. And there's stone under it. It's like, technically that didn't have to be stone. It could just be, you know, deceptive there. And if you notice, there are these levers, and there was in the last one. If ever, for somehow, you end up on the wrong side, where this cage is not where you are, you can always call it. And that can happen, because I believe you can open up the passage back to Stonebridge, which means that you could go back there that way, and then reconnect and go through this whole dungeon again. And if you did so, while this was still at the top, then you'd have to call it. But yeah, you can use these levers to call. Ooh, an autosave. Alright, so it still looks like we're in here, but it doesn't sound like it. I'm not sure if those look like they're ominous and something's going to come out, or if they look like the texture didn't load for the grate. Let's pick up some stuff here. Everyone has to pick up a little bit of the gold, so that it all can go into one collection of gold. Select them all. Just try and get everyone onto this platform. Alright, everyone's gone. Krug dog! Oh, Krug, it's been so long. What's upstairs in this little tower? Krug! Zed died. got knocked out again. No, I want you to go upstairs. Throwing rocks at us, eh? Yes, much easier once I have them set properly to attack things. I'm just gonna let them bounce around a little bit as they're trying to figure out what to. Good enough. I don't need every bit of loot in here. Most of the stuff in the barrels is going to be boring. And as the game goes, obviously I don't need to be quite as detailed. Let's go outside and... Nope, not back inside. Outside. Krug! Alright, let's see what's going on here. Looks kind of like a town. I'm not sure if it's taken over by Krug or just next to. But I think that area that I could see right there is a mine. And also, like, my next area to go through. Does this game have dwarves? It might have dwarves. I know the world does, and I know if this one doesn't, then it's Dungeon 2 that does. Oh, more dogs. All the dogs. Dead Krug dogs. Alright. Oh good, sign. This will tell me what's going on. Town of Stonebridge is this way. Okay, so right here, I can now... there's a little red barrel here. So let's all stand back. Come on, you can do better than that. Alright. Kind of blows stuff up. And now... open the door. Let's me talk to this town guard out here. Go through, guys. Everyone through. So ultimately, even if that little area right there is not can I talk to them? There, this is one I got captain. I can talk to. Well, we were just trying to figure out how to get the door open. You must be the foolhardy farmer my guard spoke of. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Did you really kill all those Krug back there? The town of Stonebridge owes you a debt of thanks, friend. We will do our best to hold the ground you took for us. So basically, it's like, alright, here, that's what keeps the Krug from coming back. And clear Glitterdale Pass has been completed. We still have to get to Glacier for the Overseer. And while there was someone who wanted us to deliver a message. So I'm not sure if there's somewhere in this town over here that we can buy and sell stuff. If not, we can make our way back rather easily to Stonebridge. And if need be, we will do so. Because I will not be going through this next place without selling stuff I don't have to. And I know that I don't have to. Throwing rocks! Really? What's wrong with you people? And people to talk to, so those would probably be merchant. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. Alright, let's see what merchanty people have to say. Bodrus.
My good friend, fate surely has delivered us into each other's hands. I have need of a few interesting items to take back to my business partners, and you seem well equipped. Well equipped indeed. Might I propose that I take a few items off your hands in exchange for good kingdom currency? Magical items would be especially welcome if you have them.
And we'll
a pleasure doing business with you.
If you're heading to Stonebridge, don't bother. I hear the place was burned to the ground a few nights ago. We're just trying to figure out how to keep our mules fed until our business associates show up. You know, we really only need one mule from here on out. If you want to give back some of that coin, I think I could part with old Mabel.
Who is significantly more expensive than the one that I bought in Stonebridge. So I don't think I'm going to get another pack mule, but I am going to shop with him. Not right now, because I'm pretty close to to wrapping things up. But I want to see, is this town infested? What's going on here? Oh, this would be a nice ending. And this is dwarves. Dwarves, and that were just slaughtered by Krug. But this dwarf, oh, what's he gonna do? All these Krug slaughtered all that group of dwarves. Oh, but he got them all. And that heroic music. So you know what? And we're in Glitterdale. It looks to me like we will speak with Wesrin, the dwarf over here, as well as do some shopping at the place back there next time. So have a great day.